I didn't want to go first because I wanted to see what you had to say.
Well, use
But
your veto and let me go for it. No,
do I have a veto?
it's our show. We make the rules up. It doesn't
Veto,
matter.
you go first.
Perfect. As long as Josh goes. No, your sound already went. That'll mess Josh all up.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll go. So anyhow, the one thing that I really enjoyed was listening to Pearl Jam like all week. All weekend was Pearl Jam. I just was Pearl jamming it up, and it brought back so many memories. Um, and Pearl Jam was one of my first introductions to like alternative rock. I want to say I'd kind of gotten into grunge a little bit. I really like Soundgarden. I didn't know the name of them. I really like Nickelback. I didn't know the name of them. All these were radio songs. So I really love these bands, but I had no fucking clue who they were. Nirvana, didn't know their name, but Pearl Jam was the first one to where I actually knew who it was that I was listening to. So the first song that I am going to bring up is the first song that I heard by Pearl Jam. And this one just has a this just has a nostalgic feeling for me. It just reminds me of all sorts of different things. So there I was, cleaning the bathtub. I was 15 years old or 14 years old, cleaning the bathtub with several different chemicals, probably about to die. And then I had my radio on in my bedroom, blasting loud. And all of a sudden, I hear like this doo-doo-doo. And I was like, what is this? And it was just like this melodic sound just coming from the other room. And then all of a sudden, Eddie comes on and he just starts singing just like this heartfelt song called Yellow Ledbetter.
Yeah.
And Yellow Ledbetter, I still have no idea what he's saying. I'm pretty sure I don't know what it's about, but it's all emotion. One thing that I really love about Pearl Jam is the emotion and the fire that's in their music. Sometimes they try to prove a point, but most of the time they're just talking about shit, you know? So Yellow Ledbetter is going to be my number one just because it is, just like thinking about it just reminds me of just how I concluded that music can have a certain type of like dirty beauty to it.
Yeah,
is what I got out of Yellow Ledbetter, because it was still rough and it was still rock and roll, but it was also just very much love. It was very much softness still in it, and vulnerability. So that's going to be my number one.
yeah. Fun fact on that one is it was meant for 10, but
Yeah, it was on like the B side of Jeremy. It wasn't even like a main song. Like,
Yeah.
a couple of their biggest songs weren't like released at the right times or even meant to be as big as they were.
Like in 1992.
Like I said, the interview I seen, they all kind of blame each other for the reason it didn't make it on there. And like, well, he so and so didn't really like it then, and then I'm like, no, I loved it. You didn't like it, you know. And it was that kind of thing. They're kind of arguing in the, not really, you know, arguing, because it's, you know, Pearl Jam, the same four guys basically. The drummer they've had several different drummers throughout the years, but
their drummer now is, oh no, I'm thinking about Nickelback's drummer. He is hot. I just wanted to bring that up. Go ahead.
that was it.
You're right. You go.
I just saw him yesterday and I was like, what? Like, I can love Nickelback anymore, right? Okay, number two. Number two is going to be from the album 10. And I have a story about that. So there I was. Just moved. Oh my God. Okay. All right. So I lived in Oklahoma. I had to leave with my 1-year-old son. Big trouble, just terrible shit going on in my life. Moved in with some family, was really tired of that. Finally moved into my first apartment by myself. That was like 2-bedroom, kind of roachy, kind of gross, but still mine. $325 a month in the ghetto.
All the days.
And I was super poor, but I wanted some new music. So I went to the thrift store and I picked up this tape. And it said Pearl Jam on the front, but it didn't say what album it was. It didn't even have the actual cover. It was like a piece of paper that was in there.
Yeah.
But it had the actual cassette tape. So I took a walk that day after I got it. I put the tape in my Walkman, and the first song that played, which actually isn't the first song on the album, so I have no fucking clue why it played first, was Release Me. And um that song to me is just really about redemption of sorts, wanting to fit in and be accepted by somebody, but then deciding that you just want to be released from that acceptance. And it's a fatherly sort of situation going on. But oh my God, Becky, like it got in my throat, it got in my chest, it got in my heart because I could feel the tensity. I could feel the tension in the song. Like he just wants his dad to love him, but also he wants him to leave him alone. And I got that so much, especially with leaving my family at that point and going to live in hell just so that I wouldn't have to stay with them. Like it was just like it was a pinnacle moment for me to where I understood that somebody else understood, you know. So Release Me is my number 2, and it's actually one of my favorite covers to do, and I'll be doing it this Saturday at NezFest.
So check it out. I don't recall that one off the top of my head. If I heard it, I've listened to 10 a lot back in.
So that's probably, I don't know, the biggest album, I guess. I don't know that. So front to back, that's the most knowable. I don't know how to describe
Popular,
it.
most popular.
Yeah,
album.
probably. I mean, most radio songs.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't recall ever hearing Release Me on the radio, but I remember hearing it on there, and he would go, Release Me. Yeah. I mean, ooh. Yeah. Makes you go like this. Oh, the anxiety. Speaking of anxiety, let's bring up Beyonce. Because I know that Beyonce gets all wound up in different genres. She loves doing her own thing. And one of the things that I'm really upset with Beyonce for is doing a cover song with Eddie Vedder before I could. Like I was heartbroken when I saw her on there. I was like, that's the thing that I was supposed to do. Beyonce takes everything, but it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So this is at some sort of festival. There's only one, and it's Beyonce and Eddie Vedder doing Redemption Song. And it was like, I don't believe it was just the Eddie Vedder thing. I think Pearl Jam was there too, which is why I just went ahead and put it down on the list. But they did it, and I thought it was going to be. I didn't know what to think when I saw her walk out. I didn't know what to think because it was just like she was super R&B at that point. But yeah, that cover of that song with those two is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And Eddie Vedder has done so many different things with so many different people, and it doesn't really seem like he cares who he plays with. He just wants to get the music out there.
Yeah, he seems like a really, really cool dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I didn't, like I said before, I didn't really like him. And then in these past, decade, 10 years, since Vitalogy, I started to see some more things about him and interviews and stuff. And yeah, he seems like a cool dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he does. He absolutely does. All right. So I got 2 more. You know what? As much as I want to dive into Vitalogy, I'm just going to go ahead and do this one. There is a live version of this song. I can't remember what the original. Oh, it was off of No Code, 1996 album, No Code. Yeah. And it's a song that's called Off He Goes.
Oh, yeah, that was on my tentative list.
Now, the one that I heard first before I heard it on No Code was the one from the Dublin Ireland live album from January 6, 2000. And that was the first time I heard it. That's really the only time that I've heard it. And I listened to it like a couple of days ago, and I was like, like, what are you like? No, like you're singing it wrong.
Doing it
Doing it wrong. So the live version in the Dublin Ireland, it is I mean, you can hear the audience in the background. Like they never stop screaming the whole time, but they have it muted enough to where you can really enjoy the music, and it just brings it to life.
Yeah.
Like the studio version it just definitely feels watered down versus the Dublin Ireland live version. So that's yeah. And still on the flip side, like I love that song. He has been tried. I don't know what that song's about. I
That's
don't
what I
know
was
what
getting ready
any
to
Pearl
ask you.
Jam song is about.
I take it as like watching like a parent die is because I think of dad when I hear it, and kind of watching him die. But the more I listen to the song, because like I said, it was on the tinted, I listened to it a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like maybe dementia, maybe losing someone to dementia. They're still
Mm-hmm.
there, but they're gone. You know,
I
I
dig
don't
it.
know.
I get
What's
it.
up, Michelle? How you doing?
Hi, Michelle.
Dreamcatcher Photography says, Eddie Vedder, if you're out there listening, do a song with Sontia.
There you go.
Redemption was really cool.
Sweet. So that is my number 4. And then finally, my last one is off of their new album, Dark Matter, which I never heard, didn't hear until I started researching Pearl Jam. Dark Matter has quickly become one of my favorite Pearl Jam albums. I like how it stays true to the old sound, but it still kind of pivots to a little bit of new as far as the lyricism. Like the style doesn't really change, but the subject matter is more attuned to what's going on today.
Yeah.
And this song, which is called Won't Tell, like, ugh. So when okay, here we go. We're getting emotional. When I first came to you guys, I was a broken fucking mess. Like, I'm sure you guys don't know how bad it was, but it was really, really bad. And I love saying how much I appreciate you guys because you are just awesome people, and I love this show so much, and it's such an outlet. But I had just given up, huh?
Ditto.
Thank you. But like I had just given up on love at that point. Like just I was done. Like that's enough. I can't do this anymore. And besides that song by Steven Seagal, this is the second song that has renewed my hope and just love. And I made Coach disappear again. That's just and what I really, really love is that it's just talking about loving somebody so much and then just waiting for their message to come through.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm just waiting for your message to come. And that's it. Like it's essentially just walking through a day, being in love with somebody, and then he gets to the point to where he's talking about how he's a little bit broken and a little bit chained, but like whoever it is that he's with can feel it. And can you heal? Can you feel the chains of my heart? Like it's such a beautiful, amazing, wonderful, uplifting, and hopeful song.
Yeah.
And Eddie Vedder is real. Like his subject matter and everything that him and the band write about is just real life trauma that they find a way to the light through every time. Every time there's always going to be an outlet, even if it's just like, I didn't give up today. So yeah, so that just reminded me of that whole journey. And then getting to a point to where like a lot of that bitterness and anger is gone. And it's just one of these days I'll be looking at my phone, smiling big about somebody's motherfucking dusty ass son.
Just overnight it happens.
Just one day.
Wake up one day and boom.
Good morning. Good morning, beautiful.